dressing gown. Yeah, we're just feeling a bit trapped, aren't we? And all that energy is getting stored up in our bodies. So this practice is really to get rid of that flight and fight tension. Too much of that trapping in our bodies can bring us really down into very, very low mood and to that flat effect, okay? That flat effect where we feel as though we don't want to do anything, where we feel unmotivated, okay? Also, if you're feeling a bit frustrated or a bit annoyed, if anybody's, you know, if you've had a key worker shift and you want to get rid of that tension, always very, very helpful too. So this one's for you as well, Pauline. There will be a little bit of tense and release. So contraindication there. If you've got a very, 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 very hyped up nervous system, for example, you have MS or whatever, and it will cause additional fizzing in the body, please lay off it, okay? And instead, I want you to do breathe and release. Elaine! Oh my God, Elaine, you'll be pleased to know that when you used to sit in my English classes, I haven't changed. They're still as bonkers as ever. Do you remember when I used to teach things like streetcar named Desire and things like that? Just as bad. No, not really, just as funny. So really, I'm coming from a place of this, non-seriousness, the koshas, your bliss body. What we need right now is we need fun, we need joy, we need laughter, we need to move, we need to rediscover our sense of, you know, fun. So basically, none of that serious spiritual stuff. Let's be spiritual, I'm ultra spiritual. No, 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 no. It's not going to happen in my yoga classes ever. That's not who I am. I am who I am. Reading far too much Albert Camus today. The Plague, it's wonderful stuff. You know, philosophy is basically my religion. But fundamentally, at the end of the day, the world is absurd. In the face of absurdity, what can we do? Just enjoy. The only way to be free in an unfree world is to practice that ability to enjoy yourself. Yes, lol, watching. So, we're going to release the tension. So the first thing I'd love you to do then is to get on your backs. If you've not got a yoga mat, anything will do. You know, a nice mat, rug, you know, sheepskin rug, any kind of thing. So, hope you can see me, hope you can hear me. On your backs, knees bent, okay? So, what we're going to do then is we're going to check in with our bodies. We're looking at our baseline. And if you want to close your eyes, good. That's lovely. You don't have to. Blanket might be handy a little bit if you just want to support yourself. Sorry if I keep going out of shot, you know. I'm not exactly a director, you know. If there's any director you could probably compare to, it's probably Ken Russell. Only joking. Good old Ken, we miss Ken. So, lying on your backs. So I'm gonna just demonstrate the pose, but then I'm gonna sit back up to hold the space and take you through it. So, lying on your back, knees bent, head supported if that feels, or hips, whatever is nice. If you want feet to the edges of the mat, allow your knees to drape into the middle so that you've got that support. This is nice for lower back tension as well. Take your arms by your side and close your eyes if that feels comfortable, or if you would prefer a nice gentle soft gaze at something so that you're just defocusing a little bit. Okay. And what I'd like you to do, what I invite you to do, is to drop into your body and into your senses and into your awareness. So we're moving and switching now in this practice entirely from thinking into feeling. Entirely from thinking into feeling. Lovely. So we're going to do a body scan. Amazing. So what I would like you to do is notice that your breathing is steady. And I want you to become aware of how your body feels. And notice its sensations. We're looking for sensations that are comfortable, warm, heavy, stiff or tight, or numb. And bring that awareness down into the feet. Just checking in. Up through your legs, into your knees and the backs of your knees and your thighs. And just be aware the sensation and sensations. And continue through the body with awareness into the thighs and the hamstrings. Noticing where there is comfort and discomfort. You may notice areas that need stretching, that need releasing. And move up through to your hips, your middle, your chest, into your back, noticing what you feel. And then move up through your shoulders and your head and your neck. And just notice which parts feel alive and which parts feel tired. Right now, without judgment, just checking in with a little picture of where you are at this present moment. And all the way up to your face and your head. And being aware now of your whole body. Just as it is right now. And now just be aware of your energy levels. Do you feel bright? Do you feel alive? Do you feel depleted? No need to look for reasons why, we're just getting a snapshot. And how do you feel emotionally? Again, a snapshot of whether you feel frustrated, happy, wired and tired. You know, you may feel really wired emotionally and your body feels as though it's in a slump. And where do you feel spiritually? Now, what I mean by spiritually is, do you feel nurtured and connected in yourself? Are you practicing self-care? Do you feel connected enough to the people around you? Just checking in. And as with this practice, I just want you to notice how we're going to bring your body into balance. And now I want you to check in with your breathing. This is so important. If you want, you can place one hand on your chest, your left hand on your chest, and right hand on your abdomen. And I want you to notice whether your breathing is short and shallow and fast. And if it is, see if you can breathe into the hand on your abdomen and keep your chest stable. Imagine that you have a balloon behind your belly button and you're expanding that balloon and you're contracting that balloon. And allow this breathing to be the background to your practice. Breathing in through the nose, slow and deep, and out through the nose. The more you are aware of your breath in the practice, the more deeper and relaxed it will come. Now, if you feel as though you need to breathe out on your mouth through the exhale to help that release of tension, please do. I understand that if you have a cold or it's slightly bummed, you're absolutely fine to breathe through your mouth at all times. Now, before we start to move, stay where you are with your knees bent, laying on your back, and I want you to set an intention for this practice. Something that will help and heal you, something that you would want for yourself to get through the roadblocks of life. To help you move through the stuck energy with curiosity, with compassion, and without judgment. A short sentence in the present tense that you wish for yourself, beginning with I am, which Richard Burton said was the most beautiful sentence in the English language. Now, if you can't dedicate that practice to somebody who you think who needs it, as an act of devotion back to yoga, can you devote the energy and the calmness of this practice to somebody that you love who needs it right now? Fantastic. Okay then, my lovely peoples. So stay where you are. We're going to come into a nice pineapple stretch. So if that feels comfortable for you, lengthen out your legs. Okay. Straighten your legs up and then interlace your fingers. Flip your grip up with your palms up towards the ceiling And then on the inhale, lengthen, 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 taking your arms to the floor, over your head. And see if you can really stretch as if you're pushing your feet in the opposite directions to your hands. And feel that traction and that extension in the left and right side of your bodies. Keep flexing those feet and just feel into that lovely stretch. Lovely. So we're going to come into Bananasana. Ooh, the clue is in the name. You're going to be shaped like a banana. So if it feels comfortable, grab opposite elbow, like so, above your head. Take your right leg off the mat, okay, and then take your left leg either next to it or cross it over your right leg. And then on the exhale, bend, keeping your shoulder blades and your hips as flat to the floor as you can, into a C shape, so your feet and your upper body is bending towards the right. And just breathe into that stretch and notice what's going on, sensations in the left side of your body, into the hip and into your chest. Nice deep inhales, nice deep exhales. So we're just awakening that body, stretching it out. We're creating space in the body because we know we've been sat down a lot today probably. And then as you lengthen out, inhale, come back to centre as you take both legs into the centre and to the opposite side. Left leg off the edge of the mat, bring your right towards it or cross it your right over, and then come into your banana stretch, curving in a C shape towards the left. Try to keep your hips and shoulders as much as you can flat to the floor. Breathe into the stretch. Notice where the tension is. See if you can direct it. And with your exhales, allow that to soften. Lovely. And just hold. Try not to hold your breath. Always breathe through everything. Nice deep inhales into the belly. Nice deep exhales into the belly. And then inhale and come to centre, and we're going to do some nice pelvic tilts. We're just going to start mobilising that spine. So bend your knees, doesn't matter if you can't tickle your heels, okay? So your feet are parallel like train tracks. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some nice pelvic tilts. If you can, okay, try to action it from your pelvic floor. Ooh, pelvic floor, ooh, pelvic floor. So basically, if you don't know where your pelvic floor is or if you can't feel it, imagine that you've got this triangle between your front and your back sitting bone, okay, and you just become aware of that. So naturally what happens is when you breathe, on the exhale, your pelvic floor comes up, and on the inhale, it relaxes down. Just try to, put your mind's awareness down there, in between your sitting bones. So what we're going to do then, okay, on the exhale, push your lower back into the floor as you tilt your pelvis up towards your head. Lovely. And on the inhale, arch your back so you get a curve and tilt your pelvis away from you. So exhale, pelvis to head, flat back to the floor and away on the inhale. Okay, so we're just undulating, nice spine, and try to initiate from your pelvic floor. Pelvic floor is important. So really when we're practicing to bring ourselves back to a sense of agency and empowerment, I want you to really focus on that, what's happening with your core. Feel that contraction as you pull your pelvis towards your head, okay, and really focus on that pelvic floor. Your centre, okay, where your solar plexus is, that's your sense of agency. Okay, and now we'll keep cueing you into your centre, keep cueing you into grounding, and keep cueing you into breathing. Lovely. Ooh, nice bit of pelvic floor action there. Ooh, tilt, tilt, tilt. Lovely. Try to make sure that you don't let your thighs roll out. Keep them nicely rolling inwards and down. So what we're going to do now, we're going to start coming into bridge. So I like to do it on the exhale. Sorry about that, but the reason why I do exhale when lifting to bridge is I want you to tuck your lower ribs in and focus on that core strength, because it keeps it nice and stable and protects your lower back. So on the exhale, okay, I want you to initiate from your pelvic floor, press your feet into the floor, press, press, press on the exhale, lift your hip points as high as you can. Oh, excuse me, don't know what happened there. And then slowly on the inhale, vertebrae from the top of the shoulders all the way down towards the hips, slowly roll down. Feel that undulation. Okay, initiate from your pelvic floor, core strong, tucking in those low ribs, nice strong belt around your waist as you're lifting up. On your exhale and inhale, slowly coming down. The trick is to press into your feet. Get that grounding sensation by noticing the power in your legs. Now, don't let your feet splay out. Let them roll in towards each other as you lift. You can squeeze your glutes as well. Oof, feel the power as you lift. Oh, really keep in contact with that core. As we go up, your core, a sense of self. Get back that agency and slowly come down. It's a nice little, lovely little undulating movement, working on the back line of your body and all those muscles and strengthening up and keeping that core nice and tight. Pelvic floor as well. Squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. If you've got a yoga block, put it between your thighs. We all know what the ladies used to say about that on a Wednesday night. Lovely. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start adding our arms. So if that feels comfortable for you, gently lift your arms as you come up on the exhale. And inhale, breath and movement. Breath and movement is just really important. Lift, 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 lift. And lower down. Exhale, lift, press into the floor, thighs rolling in. Feel that power in the feet and the core. Lovely. Keep going. Nice. Lift. Squeeze them thighs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Always squeeze into centre line when you do yoga. We want to really feel that power, you know. We want to bring everything back to ourselves. It's so important. We can't control what's going on outside, but we can control how we react to it, and we can control ourselves with yoga. Okay. Work with the fluctuations of the mind. Lovely. And then when we've done that, squeeze your knees in towards your chest and feel that lower back release and just rock a little bit from side to side. Now, keep on doing that while I just grab my belt. In fact, all of you, grab your belts for the next section. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some psoas work. Very, very important, and also with our hamstrings. Fight or flight, and our hips into our hamstrings and our psoas muscle, which goes from here to here, which is our hip flexor. Okay, we need to get rid of that tension, it builds up there. Okay, and it's very useful if you've been sat a lot. So lengthen out your left leg, flex that foot, or you can have a nice gentle bend in it. Make sure you've got your strap by your side and bring your right knee in towards your chest, coming into half Apanasana. Trying to get that right knee in towards your armpit. Lovely. So we get a nice half lower back release. Good for lower back tension, this. Lovely. So we pull our knees in on the exhale. What we're going to do is half happy baby. Okay, so with half happy baby, you'll need your strap. Okay, place that around, whoosh, lasso style. Okay, around the ball of your right foot, and use that to use the strap to get your heel up towards the ceiling as you pull this in towards your armpit. So we're coming into half happy baby. It helps to bend this other knee as well as you're pulling that in and getting that deep, 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 deep stretch. Lovely. Pulling it in. So you're getting that nice hip opener. Lovely. Okay, so hold. So really focus on keeping that core nice and strong. Focus on the sensation of the floor of you against the ground. That's really, really important. Lovely. And then what we're going to do, okay, is we're just going to gently point and flex. So we're going to straighten that right leg. Don't worry, keep a nice micro bend in that knee, particularly if you're hyperflexible. Okay, and just get some work, get a little nice little light, a bit of tension into that hamstring. Use your strap as a guide. Just point and flex that foot. Point and flex. Get that ankle moving. Get it moving. Ooh. Gets a bit cranky, doesn't it, sometimes? Ooh. You know, you've got to move it, what they say, or lose it. Move it or lose it. Oof, nice. Okay, we're going to come into one of my favourite supine, pigeon. Okay, so you'll need the strap for your other leg, okay, because you'll need to put the strap around your other leg. Okay, like so. Around the thigh of your left leg as you place your right ankle on the top of your left thigh. Use the strap, so you're bringing the top leg shin towards you rather than you coming towards it. So on the exhale, you're coming into your pigeon pose, pull gently, so keep flexing both your feet towards your knees to protect your kneecaps, and you're coming into this pigeon pose. Nice little pigeon pose stretch. Deep release there for the hips, right into, very good for sciatica. Okay, so it doesn't matter how far you can bring it towards you, only move into the stretch, don't go past the stretch. Lovely. Deep release. Nice. Okay, release, drop that left foot to the floor as you take the strap out. And we're going to come into a little bit of a twist here. Okay, so what we're going to do is, it's all done in the best possible taste, as Cupid Stunt used to say. Cross your left over your right, take your arms into a T position, keep your shoulder blades flat to the floor, exhale, come into a nice deep twist. Keep those shoulder blades glued and just feel the sensation, whatever's happening down this side of the right side of the chest, and if it feels nice and feeling comfortable, look into the opposite direction. So normally we start with a standing, sort of like reversing the energy posture, but we're going to start with some flow because we're really going to go for it with we're going to build up to some energizing poses, release that tension. So we're going to build up slowly. I like a slow build up, ladies. Nice. And then inhale, come back to centre, and then we'll come to the opposite side. So strap by your side. Okay, straighten out right leg. Lovely. Exhale, squeeze that left bent thigh, knee going towards your armpit, coming into half Apanasana. You can have this one bent. Take it easy. Remember, only move into the stretch, don't go past it. We've already just started and we're not completely warmed up. So if you feel comfortable with that half happy baby, whether you've got you've stolen your partner or whoever's sort of dressing gown strap or tie, don't tell them. Okay, and then we're going for that half happy baby, keeping that left knee in towards the armpit, thigh to chest, heel going up to the ceiling, coming into that deep hip opening stretch. Oh, happy baby. When I do this in primary school, they always insist on every pose bringing in some kind of, you know, matching sound. So they all start crying like babies. When we do cat, they're in cat. When the dog, they're barking. It's crazy. That's why I like doing primary. They're cute. And when I told them I couldn't go anywhere, they started crying. Wow. And then I do as well. And then I just go soft in the head. So we can really bring it into that stretch. Lovely. And then straighten that leg. Don't let that knee out, just a little bit of light attention to the hamstring. Don't worry if you can't straighten that leg, just point and flex. Getting into that hamstring, getting into that calf. Oof, getting into that ankle as well. It's just nice just to get into that bit. Just use the strap just to keep you so you don't go wobbling off. Nice, lovely. Okay, so when we're coming into, if it helps, I mean, you can get your hands around here if you want, but I like to use a strap just to help me. Okay, getting that strap around my right thigh. Okay, coming into pigeon. You can do this on your front, but sometimes it's nice on your back. That's just going to help me. So I'm bringing the top shin of my left leg in towards my chest. Try not to lift your head. Bring it towards you. Move into that stretch. Don't go past it. Get your feet flexed. Always flex your feet in yoga. I get told off in other forms of exercise such as dance, hoop, silks. I'm always, you know, either slapped or hit or beaten because apparently I need to point my toes when I do that. Which I don't agree with, you know. You've got to be nice to people and show compassion, not violence. You know. And just feel that stretch in that outer hip, in that left outer hip. Nice. And then just release that strap so we come into that Kenny Everett, so cross your left leg over your right, shoulder arms into T position, Keep your shoulder blades glued and exhale, drop all the way over to the right, all done in the best possible taste. But I'm telling you the plot, if you can remember Kenny, I'm showing my age. And just come into that nice stretch. Just feel that sensation down that side of the body. And then use your core strength, bring it back to centre, and then let's just bring your feet to touch, and then we'll just do some nice big circles. Place your hands on your knees and draw big circles with your knees. Just get all that cranky energy out of your hips. And then we'll do a nice deep psoas stretch. Nice deep psoas stretch. The Tubby Brewster muscle, the Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer. Best centre forward, whatever Middlesbrough ever had. Okay, so let's get deep into that psoas muscle now. So bring your feet to the edge of the mat. Knees bent, okay. Arms into cactus position. Cactus position, like this. Oh, cactus arms, oh, cactus arms. So, let's get some deep stretching going on there. So, cactus arms with your palms on the floor, feet at the edge of the mat, and on the exhale, drop your knees all the way over to the right, as far as they'll go. Inhale to centre, keep that core nice and strong, notice where your centre is, keep those ribs tucked in, and then drop to the left on the exhale. So alternate in your own time, inhale centre, exhale right, inhale centre, exhale left, nice and slow, getting right into that psoas muscle. That is the most important muscle that really stores a lot of stress. And it's attached to your diaphragm, it affects your breathing, it's also attached to your hips, so it's a hip stabiliser, and it's also lifts your leg. Woohoo! Sorry. Because it's your hip flexor. Okay, so you've got your iliopsoas, hip flexor. Oh, it's crazy. There's a lot going on there. Nice, lovely. And then what we're going to do is just bring your knees into your chest on the exhale and just rock from side to side and just massage your spine. So what we're going to do is we're going to gently rock up. Okay, see if you can do that. Now gently rock up. So you can use a little bit of energy to gently rock up backwards and forwards. Way! Oof! It's a nice massage. See if you can use a little bit of energy to get yourself up to standing. Don't worry if you can't use your hands. Just get up however you want. I'm going to do the test. Okay, see if I can do it. And she's up. Yes! Oh! Oh, nice. So, right then. So, if you're wanting to roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Now, what we're going to do, okay, is we're just going to shake everything out. All the energy, okay? We're going to do a little bit of energising stuff. We're just getting ourselves bodies nicely loosened up. Loose, loose, loose. Loosey, loosey, goosey. So, come to the front of your mat, wherever you are. Lovely. So, we're just going to shake it out. But I'm going to ask you to do something. Ooh, I am. So, we're going to shake it all out. Really, really shaking it all out. And just go crazy. Now, if you think anybody's going to hear you, because you might make a bit of sound today, if you think anybody's going to hear you, you know, just imagine that you can make the sound in your head. You don't have to make a sound. I'll put "Do Not Disturb" on the door. The partner has a habit of sort of walking in, dumping himself on the floor with a cup of tea and saying, "How are you doing?" I'm meditating, see you, bye. So I have used the sign. So what I'm going to do, okay, I want you to really, really shake it out, really, and then really, really twist. I'm going to count from 3 down to 1. And when I count from 3 down to 1, I want you to drop all the way down into your body, and I'm going to make you do something. And I just want you to listen to my instructions. So shake it out, just go completely bonkers. Okay, now if you're really into heavy metal music, you might at this particular point think, yeah, exactly, Judas Priest, I'm off with the hair. So go for it. So ready? 3, 2, 1, still. Okay, I want you to drop down into your feet. I want you to drop down into your left foot. I want you to feel your big toe, your second toe, your third toe, your fourth, your pinky, the arch of your foot, the ball of your foot, all the balls of your feet, your heel, the left side and the right side. I want you to feel your ankle, but you feel your calf and your shin. Now we take a deep breath and start shaking again. Now that's dropping down into your foot. That's called a little bit of a mindfulness meditation. It's grounding. So whenever you feel like anything's just getting too much, shake and just gently guide yourself round your feet. Do a little bit of a feet body scan, okay? It's really, really good. I think one of Rinpoche, one of the Buddhists, he does like a meditation like this where you shake and shake and shake and shake and shake and then you drop down into your feet, into your body. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, drop down, still. Okay, and I want you to come down into your feet, come down into your right foot, feel your right big toe, your second, your third and your fourth and your pinky, feel the balls of the toes on your right foot, the arch of your foot, for the heel, feel the ankle, feel your calves. Okay, so grounding, excellent. Now, what we're going to do then, we've done all of that, so what we're going to do now, we're swinging twist and we're going to do heel drops. So I want you to do the same thing. So I want you to do inhale, I want you to lift up onto your toes, and then I want you to exhale out and feel what's happening with your heels. Inhale up and feel the thud. Inhale up, lift and lengthen, and then feel the shaking of the thud and feel the power in your legs. Just notice that sensation. Inhale up, inhale up, exhale it out through the mouth, inhale up and exhale out, inhale up and exhale out. Now we're going to come into a high mountain, so I want you to inhale, take your arms up wide, and then on the exhale I want you to bend your knees and I want you to take your arms all the way back with a ha. But what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that something that you want to throw back behind you and get rid of. Tension. Inhale. So we're almost as if we're coming into a chair. We'll twist around, big inhale. And then drop your arms behind you. Inhale up. Inhale up. Root to rise. Inhale up. Feel the power in your legs as you lift. Inhale up. Inhale up. Inhale up. Inhale up. And then roll all the way back up, head last. Place your left hand on your chest, right hand on your belly button. Soft gaze, eyes closed, and just check in. I want you to check in with your feet again. I want you to feel the sensations in the floor, the power in your legs. I want you to check in with your centre, it's your core, your energy. I want you to notice whatever is happening in your body now, maybe pulsation, maybe the breath, just checking in, coming back to the breath, nice deep inhales, nice deep exhales. Just noticing sensations going through you, moving through you. Got all that energy. Lovely. So what we're going to do now then is we're going to do a gentle version of a sun salutation. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a nice high mountain. Okay, come to the front of your mat, so your feet hip distance apart, so bring your big toes to touch, separate your heels, keeping your big toes touching, and then make your toes parallel like train tracks, so they're in line with your heels. You've got that nice, which press down with your big toe and your big toe mound. Really energise and press into that floor. Feel that grounding. Pull back with your pinky toes and feel your arches of your feet and your ankle bones lifting. I want you to connect with the power and energy of your thighs by allowing your kneecaps to lift up towards your hips. This is really important. The grounding helps us feel stable and centered, gives us agency and power. That space between your pelvis and your belly button, in between, tilt it up towards your head. Feel your lower back lengthen. Okay, shoulder blades rolling down the back, chest lifted, root to rise. So we've got to imagine that we've got something that's pulling us all the way up towards the ceiling. A strong core, nice strong spine. Feel the activation and the power in your legs. Feel your core, your centre here. You are in control. Lovely. So nice big inhale, lift all the way up, with your arms all the way up. Okay, and then exhale, bend your knees. Okay, bend your knees, take your arms all the way, take your fingertips down to the floor, take your chest, your belly towards your thighs. Inhale, come into a flat back. Take your head forward, chest and collarbone forward, flat back into a 90 degrees. And then exhale, bend your knees and curl into a ball as if you're bring your forehead towards your knees. Then inhale, roll all the way up, head last. Push into the floor, feel that power and energy through your legs, feel your core. And then we'll do that again. Nice big inhale. Okay, exhale, fold, bend your knees, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, curl into a ball, forehead towards the knees. Roll up, feel that energy and that power in your legs as you're coming up. Press through the floor, root to rise, rolling, head up last. Shoulder blades coming, rolling back. Inhale up, root to rise. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Fingertips to the floor. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, forehead to knees, roll into a tight ball, squeeze it out. Then press into the floor, root to rise, feel that energy lifting up, pulling it through the ground. Roll your shoulders back, lovely. Inhale up. Exhale, fold, bend knees, fingertips to the floor. Half lift. Curl into a ball. Roll all the way up, press, press, press. Energize the legs, power, power through. Root to rise, shoulders back. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale again, roll into a ball. Inhale, lift and lengthen, lovely. And one more time. Inhale up, root to rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, roll into that tiny little ball. Push ground, really push in, lift, 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 lift. Come back into your mountain, check in with yourself again. Left hand on heart, right on belly. Check in with sensation, notice, without judgment, with compassion. Notice how you feel. Checking in with the breath, checking in with sensation, pulsation, calm. Fantastic. So now we're going to start really moving into this high lunge sequence. So what we're going to do is I want you to put your thumbs in between your fingers and make fists. Okay, this is where we're going to get rid of the tension. Whatever is annoying you, imagine these on top of each other are chains, and you are breaking the tension. Whatever you are feeling right now, we're going to break whatever is holding you back. Okay, so come into your high lunge. So high lunge, right foot forward, left straight. Your right knee is above your ankle, okay? And as far back as your left leg will go, hips nice and square to the front. Imagine you've got hip lights on each hip point so that you're not dragging this hip back. Nice and wide here for stability so you feel stable. And I want you to press down into that right foot, grounded, energy coming up from the floor. I want you to feel the power in your legs, okay? So fists, whichever way you want them to be, like this, okay? Nice strong core, feel where your center is. We're going to do this 10 times, okay? And we're going to use the power and energy, and we're going to make a sound as we take our arms back. So your chains are here, Okay, your front knee is bent, your right knee is bent, and when you go ha, you throw your fist back with whatever you want to get rid of, and you straighten that front leg. Squeeze those thigh muscles into the centre line. Okay, we're ready. Let's do it 10 times. Inhale. Ha. 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 And then Samastha, left arm on heart, right on belly. Come to the front of your mat, come back to that powerful mountain pose. Energize legs, core, breath, feeling sensation, feeling whatever is pulsating through and out of you. Checking in, keeping that mindful focus. So we're going to come into horse pose or goddess pose to take your legs as wide as you can get them. Okay, so as we go into horse or goddess pose, you take your toes out and your heels in, and your knees are bending towards your toes, basically. Your tailbone is going down towards the ceiling. Now, I've said this before, if you're sticking your bum out in my yoga class, I'm going to come round and put some ornaments on you, such as the Sylvanian families. Okay, so we're tucking it in, like that. Feel the power. Okay, so nice and wide, sitting down into that position. Okay, so what we're going to do then basically is we're going to press down into your exhale and inhale, lift and lengthen, squeeze your thigh muscles, press into the floor with your hands, lengthen, 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 extend, and exhale, come down. Again, inhale, lengthen, exhale, down. Squeeze as you come up, press power into those feet, feel grounded, keep that core strong, notice where your centre is. Lengthen, 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 exhale down, inhale, lift up, squeeze your glutes, oh yes, exhale down, one last time, inhale up, and release. So, left foot forward this time for high lunge. So, left foot forward, wide stance this way, right leg as back as it needs to go, pressing into the ball of that foot, power into that heel, nice and straight. Remember, strong legs, grounded, that knee directly over, left knee directly over your ankle, really press down into that action there, shoulders over hips. So, my right arm was on top last time, I'm going to swap, okay? So remember what you're doing, bent knee, inhale here, ha, squeeze and throw everything back. Everything that's pissing you off, okay? Oh, sorry, swallow. Let's do it 10 times. Are we ready? I hope there's no children present, okay? I feel like Davina McCall when I'm on Big Brother, not telling everybody not to swear, or we're live. Okay, are we ready? 1, 2, 3, ha! A bit of elbowing. I'm not saying you should elbow anybody. Ha! Ha! I feel as though I'm doing a bit of John Wick here. Ha! I'm been fighting. Ha! 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 Into the vicarious catharsis. Ha! Watching Canoe. Ha! 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 Okay, so come to the front of your mat, come back to your mountain pose, feel that connection with your feet in the floor, left arm on heart, right on belly, feel your core, centre it, soft gaze, eyes closed, check in, allow the body to settle, Focus on the sensations you're feeling now inside of your body. You're practicing interoception, you're practicing sensation. When we focus more on the body, the external world, this is really important. It helps us to stay resilient and stable, our window of tolerance. It makes our nervous system stronger. We can cope with what is going on outside the more we listen. And the more we listen to our body, the better we take care of our bodies. We should never push through sensation or pain. And relax. So we're going to come into feet hip distance apart. We're going to come into ragdoll. So we're getting again hamstrings, but I want you to move into the stretch. Shouldn't feel uncomfortable. So bend your knees as much as you can. Okay, your imaginary stool, and just drop your abdomen on your thighs, and then grab opposite elbow, head heavy, tilt your tailbone up towards the ceiling, and just hang here and feel the sensation in your hamstrings. Just feel that sensation moving into the stretch. Just hold there for a minute. I'm just checking the time. You just hold there, my lovelies. Just feel that gentle stretch. Oh, yeah, look at the time. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come down onto the floor, and we're going to practice another one of my tension releasing exercises. So, again, anything you want to remove from your life, any chains you want to break, any tension, anything that's winding you up, anything that you want to release from your body. So what we're going to do is we're going to do boat and low boat. Now obviously very carefully doing very strong tension release here. We are focusing on our centre of our power, our agency, so we can take back that control. Very important in this time. The only certainty, as the Buddhists would say, is there is no certainty. Relax, nothing is in control. You have control of your own space though, and your own emotions. Practice mindfulness. Oh, what's that? Right, so coming down on the floor, we're going to practice low boat, squeeze. Again, fists, thumbs inside fists. Now, I want you to imagine that you are sort of dropping everything as you come out of this, like 2 massive bags of shopping, and it's like, so, come down on the floor. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a squeeze. We're going to have to really pull everything into our core as we lift up as much as we can. Doesn't matter how far you lift. So, we're going to inhale and squeeze into low boat, and then exhale and just thud onto the floor and let all the tension come out of our bodies. Okay, so low boat is just basically like that. Okay, and then just go, like that, and just let it all go. And then don't be prepared to come back up until you feel ready. That squeeze and release action that we've been practicing here is all about mimicking the fight or flight response. We are not getting it because we're stuck in our homes. We have to release it by squeezing and releasing, and that's what we've been doing here. We've been mimicking it and releasing it. So we're going to keep doing that, okay? But we're focused on our agency and our core and our seat of personal power. Strong core, everything goes from your centre. It's your hub, your wheel. That is your wheel. Everything else comes from that. If you can get that core strong, that's excellent. So are we ready? 1, 2, 3, squeeze on your inhale, and then just go, and just lay there and just let all the sensation go through you. We're going to get ready in again, and when you're ready, just do it in your own time if you want, otherwise just go with me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then just go, Always exhale it out. And just focus on that sensation. Just notice the difference between tension and release. Notice how it feels. Feel the heaviness of your body against the floor. 1, 2, 3, inhale, squeeze. And then exhale it all out. So we're holding our breath when we're up there and then just letting it all go. Just notice how that feels, the difference. Okay, another one. Inhale, squeeze. I hate this bloody stuck in house all day. And just let it all go. Do you know what yoga is? It's better than punching people, isn't it? Sorry. Well, sometimes yoga, hot baths, meditation still feel like I want to slap people, but you know what I mean, don't you? A lot less than normal. Are we ready again? Big inhale. And then just go. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And just notice that sensation and difference between tension and release. Focusing on sensation. Nice big deep breaths. And then one last time, big inhale. And just let it all out. Let it all go. Just feel that sensation. And I just want you to really relax there now. We're going to go into our guided relaxation now. So if you have a blanket and you have an eye mask and you want to put some clothes on because your temperature may drop, please do. I know we've shifted very quickly into that, but after squeeze and release, it's the perfect time now that your body is released of much of the tension. Okay. Now, if you want to do a little bit of a twist just to prepare, that might be nice because we've done a low boat. In fact, it might be a good idea actually. Because we've done a low boat, just take your arms out to the side, bend your knees, and then just drop your knee, keeping your shoulder blades go to the floor, just drop your knees all the way over to the right, and just a nice little bit of a twist. Just to reset the spine after squeezing it. And then inhale to centre. Arms in a T position, shoulder blades flat to the floor, drop your knees all the way over to the left. And then finally, I'm going to bring your knees into your chest on the exhale. Give yourself a little bit of another squeeze. If you want to lift your head, bring your chin up towards your knees. And then finally, Shavasana, the hardest of poses. But I'm going to guide you through it. So, blanket time. Blankets, bolsters, knees bent if your lower back's tight. Get yourself an eye mask, put some clothes on, get yourself cosy. I'm going to get my, I'm going to hold the space while you get yourself settled. I'm going to get my timer ready. Okay. And just ask yourself, if you've got yourself nicely settled, can you just ask yourself if you could be 5 or 10% more comfortable than what you are now, and just wiggle around to find that perfect sweet spot of relaxation. Now, we had a body scan at the beginning where we checked in with our level of being, looking for our baseline, without judgment obviously, practicing self-compassion. We're just going to do a nice breath-based guided relaxation. So I want you to take 3 deep cleansing breaths, breathing in through the nose and out, soft sigh from the mouth. With each exhale, allow your body to become heavier and softened into the earth. And now take your attention all the way down into the soles of your feet. Imagine that each of your feet, the left and your right, is your nostrils. Imagine that your breath is coming up through the soles of your feet. And as you breathe in, imagine that your breath is coming up through the soles of your feet like a gentle wave, moving up to your ankles. And on the exhale, back down through the soles of your feet. Inhale through the soles of your feet to your ankles, and exhale back down. Keep that mental visualization. And now the next inhale, imagine that the breath is coming up through the soles of the feet and up through your calves and shins to your knees. And with each exhale, going down out through the soles of your feet. Inhale up to knees and exhale down. On the next inhale, feel your breath flow up through to your hips now, past your calves and shins and knees, up towards your hips through your thighs, and exhale all the way down through the soles of your feet. Allow that breath to touch the tip, the base of your spine, your coccyx. Inhale up, base of spine, and exhale all the way down through the soles of your feet. On the next inhale, bring the energy of your breath up through your legs, through your hips, the base of your spine to your waist. And exhale down and out through the soles of your feet. Visualize it travelling like mercury in a thermometer or milk in a straw. Inhale up to waist centre and exhale down and out through the soles of your feet. On the next inhale, feel your breath come all the way, flowing gently up through the feet, all the way past your hips and your waist to your heart centre. A smooth, gentle flow all the way down through your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, and shins and ankles, and down to the soles of your feet. Then on the next inhale, allow this breath to come all the way up through your hips, your waist, your heart centre to your throat centre. And exhale all the way down through the body like a gentle wave, down and out through the soles of your feet. Now, the next inhale, allow your breath to flow up through your body to the space in between your eyebrows, and down and out through the throat, your heart centre, your waist, your hips, the thighs, knees and ankles, and down through the soles of your feet. next inhale. Allow your breath to flow up through the soles of your feet like a gentle wave to the crown of your head. Allow as it comes down the breath to connect points between brow centre, throat, heart, waist, bottom of the spine and legs, and down and out through the soles of your feet. And now feel as if your whole body is breathing, inhaling all the way up from soles of feet to top of head and all the way back down again. Your body breathing you. And now let go of your visualization. Come back to your normal breath. Allow your external awareness to reach outwards to sounds. Sounds in the distance. Come back to the contact of your body on the floor. Your eyesight, though your eyes are closed and turning inwards. And come back to the sense of smell and breath touching gently the nostrils. And come back to the sensations that you feel inside of your mouth. So start to give your fingers and toes a little wiggle. Do whatever you feel comfortable right now. Stretch if you need to stretch. Gently roll onto your right side or onto your left if you've got a blood pressure issue. And gently come up to seated. When you're ready. Thank you very much, community.